Where's that video I just saw that said that might be interesting? Yeah. Why Epic Mealtime? Yeah, fuck it. Let's see why he eventually failed.
The idea in the beginning was original, unique, intelligent, simple, and perfectly suited to the YouTube platform.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to love this shit when it first came out. The Jack Daniel's sauce.
Ridiculous, massive, unhealthy
Doing this with the
meals out of
balls.
foods that were already ridiculously
It ended up like actually like the dude who you just saw with the glasses ended up actually having some like really like severe health problems because of the show.
10 million views, helping them to maintain their position as one of the top 10 most subscribed channels for a whole year back in 2012.
They really were the hottest fucking channel.
Mealtime these days reveals that the channel has unfortunately been unable to retain their viewership over an extended period of time. The approximate 50,000 views on each video is in stark contrast to the channel's heyday, with many of these 50,000 views likely coming from former fans, either coming back for a hit of nostalgia or to investigate what on earth ended up happening to Epic Mealtime and why the channel.
Yeah, I noticed the plateau and denying at
because
the
in
end
the
too.
beginning, everyone was talking about them on YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, and even in real life.
It's because it was so ridiculous. Like, look at this.
Over every other YouTuber. The Gamer from Mars mentioned a similar phenomena around 4 years ago in his video talking about the group.
I remember back in the 10th grade, whenever there was a new episode of Epic Mealtime, all the kids would come to school the next day and discuss the creation they had made.
On the opposite side of the world over here, it was
Same.
the same story. The first thing you wanted to do after you discovered Epic Mealtime was tell your friends and family about this channel that made the most outrageous.
So I'm not gonna lie, like in my high school where I was, like if you did not watch Epic Mealtime, like for some reason, like everyone just looked at you like, are you fucking special? And so like I got into it and like there was so many meals that like even I wanted to make and shit, but it was just ridiculous. There's just so much, like they made literal like the clip that you saw where they had the cheeseburgers and they're laying down the fucking bacon and everything, that was called their fast food lasagna. And let me tell you, like, there was like Wendy's burgers, there was Big Macs, there was fucking burgers from another place, Big Mac sauce, fucking bacon, cheese, Jack Daniel's meat sauce. Like, don't get me wrong, the shit looked delicious, but at the same time, like, holy shit, I'm surprised no one fucking died.
Food imaginable. For some reason, Epic Mealtime just
see, same video I was talking about.
Like any other
They
channel.
keep using fucking fast food lasagna.
And obviously, as their food challenges got crazier and crazier, discussion surrounding the Epic Mealtime channel got crazier and crazier.
Okay,
In the
drunk
process, the
beard.
channel would implement a unique, recognizable style to the videos, where Harley Morenstein, the creator and host of the channel, would take on an overly serious, borderline rude persona.
15 Baconators.
What?
15 Baconators.
Alongside recurring characters such as Muscle.
It's still the same fucking video.
Basically just
They're literally highlighting one video
extra fuel
out of the whole fucking thing. Oh, no, now they're changing it.
Daniels and bacon strips, which similar to
Now they're changing
in
it.
the previous video, were just a weird, unrelated, random pop culture trend or meme back in 2011.
Tyler, bacon. You love bacon. Why'd you love bacon?
I don't know. Bacon is the greatest thing ever.
The video format
really
was also
is.
set up in a way that
I
naturally
can tell you, it's delicious.
success, in that there
It's
was
juicy,
always
it's
some
tender,
reason
it's
to watch each and every
chef's
video
kiss,
until
so good.
the very end. You wanted
It's
to
so
see what
fucking
the calorie
good.
counter would get up to at the end of the video. You wanted to see what
Yeah,
the
that shit got
preparation would look like at the end of
ridiculous.
the video, and you wanted to see the interesting ways in which they would eat the food at the end of the video. Channels weren't as sophisticated back then to
Not gonna lie, this even make me hungry.
get you to watch until the end of the video, as is common these days. So when the format naturally forced you to watch the whole thing, it was an unbelievable advantage. With way above average levels,
Your kid's not a human.
unique, recognizable branding done.
You better look your kid in the eye and be like, what's wrong with you?
Nestled within an unbelievably perfect format that forced you to watch each and every episode until completion. Very few
Look at that.
contenders stood a
Look
chance
at that.
against Epic Mealtime. After only 9 months on YouTube, their channel achieved 1 million subscribers faster than any other YouTuber up until that point, and only a year after that, Epic Mealtime was up there with the other founding fathers of YouTube, such as Russia and Shane Dawson, which then opened up an opportunity for an Epic Mealtime mobile game and a spin-off TV show called Epic.
Wait a minute.
With a
What
presence
the
held
fuck? I never heard of those.
culture, Epic Mealtime was on top of the world. However, with so much success gained in such a short period of time across a friendship group of up to 10 different people, disputes and arguments between the crew began to unravel the channel's unbelievable
Ooh. The juicy lore.
politics.
The lore.
The one thing I did not like to do and I didn't enjoy.
As 2013 rolled around, fans began to notice that it was becoming less and less common to see the whole Epic Mealtime crew together as a group in any of the videos.
Wait a minute, Harley just cooking by himself? Wow.
Mealtime's recent videos, stating that the strangest part of the episode was not the bizarre monstrosity of a meal that had been created, but rather the fact that Harley Morenstein was appearing in the video by himself. The reason for this would eventually come to the surface, and was what you might call unfortunately predictable. Behind the scenes, some of the people within the group weren't exactly getting along.
You know, I went through a period on Epic Mealtime where, you know, things are like getting difficult with personal relationships.
I'm so invested in this. I didn't know any of
Two
this.
of the most infamous recognizable crew members, Alex Perrault and Tyler Lemko, each had a falling out.
So Alex, I know, left Epic Mealtime because he was very concerned of his health. He actually ended up going to the doctors, and they're like, "All right, we gotta take it easy on you." And he just did less and less and less, and then next thing you know, he just wasn't part of the show.
Out with both the creator of Epic Mealtime, Harley Morenstein, and his brother, Darren Morenstein, who had also been a co-creator of the channel. When interviewed on the topic, Alex Perrault, who played the character of Muscles Glasses, stated, "Essentially, I felt like I wasn't being treated fairly considering the value I brought to the show. Other than Harley,
He was the main guy.
the crew had any ownership of the company. There were many promises made over the years that were not kept. It got to the point where I couldn't trust Harley as a friend and Harley and his brother as business associates." Later,
Really?
Alex Perrault had been a salaried actor who was simply paid to play the role of Muscles Glasses.
He got paid to eat bacon, and that's why I had a big issue with like the falling out, because I was like, dude, man, one day a month we film you in like 4 different bacon strip shirts to make it look like 4 different episodes, and then you're gone for a month and you get a salary.
But with Muscles Glasses being such an integral part of the show, perhaps Alex felt entitled and was possibly even promised a piece of the business, or simply more money for his involvement. A promise
Hey man,
that,
thanks
as
for hanging
mentioned in
out.
the previously discussed interview, may
Go
have
fill out that
made
paperwork. Don't let work
From
beat you
Harley's
down.
perspective, he stated that toward the end of their relationship, Muscles Glasses became somewhat unimportant for the show to continue, yet he expected to be paid even more than Harley himself.
It was like 6 months of a back and forth of essentially asking to get.
Love you too, man. Go get
myself
your
and
paperwork
anyone else
done. I almost
or
told you to go
anything
get
like
some
that.
sleep.
After 6 months of
Clearly, I fucking need some.
discussing it, I was kind of like, at one day I woke up and I was like, yo, you haven't been on for 6 months and the show's still going on, so I'm not so worried about your leverage because we're still existing. I was like, bro, let's not beat around the bush. You get paid to eat bacon once a month. Like, relax. Like relax with all this.
Tyler Lemko agreed with Muscles Glasses, stating that he had left for the same reasons, however also added that business just got in the way of it being fun. You could almost
I feel that.
truth of
I
this
feel
statement
that.
as their channel got increasingly more popular. Harley stated that at times, specifically when the team moved to LA, the videos were becoming a chore or a job, something he needed to do for the sake of paying his employees as opposed to a fun project as it had been in the beginning.
I kind of got to this place where I'm like, it's a job, gotta do it. And I go back and watch some of these videos, I'm like, I see that moment where I was like, yeah, gotta do my shit, because if I don't do it, you know, people aren't gonna have jobs.
During the initial months of the channel, it was just a group of dudes who seemed to be making
So I hate to keep on pausing and everything like that, but like I totally agree with that, and that's part of the reason like I almost get like worried about like YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, because like the moment the money gets in, you start like paying for things, and it's like, hey man, I want you to just continuously do this and make it easier. It's like, granted, I'm small, but like just that stress of people like counting on you to do that, like I'd much rather be like a medium tier, you know what I'm saying? Like this big Twitch stuff like that, or big YouTube, no. I don't want that stress. Gonna hire a business manager, have him handle all that. I'll just fucking sit down and do all the pretty shit.
making the videos because they genuinely wanted to see nothing more than what kind of monstrosity they could come up with for that specific week. But as time progressed, that bunch of bros just trying to make the stupidest thing possible vibe just kind of went away. By 2014, not long after the channel was one of the most popular on YouTube, they'd even put out numerous episodes where Harley, the host of the show, didn't even appear and was replaced by other members.
I
of the
do
crew,
remember
like they were just
that.
making the food because they were paid to do so, while Harley was probably out handling other things related to the business side of the channel.
There's like
I do remember that.
more going on.
There's a few videos where it was
beyond
just
me
like
being like, "Yo,
Harley
get
was
your
nowhere in
camera,
sight.
boy, get at me."
Going too hard on the business side of things can really take a hit on the channel's level of fun and homely relatability, which may have happened in Epic Mealtime's case, judging from Tyler Lemko's comment of business just got in the way of it being fun. However, it's kind of hard to blame Harley and the Epic Mealtime channel for going
crazy,
corporate
though.
and wanting to up the production value, because the production value might have been one of the only things they could change. The format was extremely limiting. We mentioned earlier that cooking a big meal to completion proved incredibly effective in getting the viewer to watch each and every video until the end, but for the very same reason, it was incredibly simple to replicate and there was barely anything they could do to make the format novel.
Yeah.
Novelty anymore. There's many channels that do the exact same thing essentially.
They could use a new recipe to cook a new meal for every single video, but beyond that, the room for variation was limited, resulting in unavoidable repetitiveness, which then began to show in the video's average monthly viewership. By late 2013, long after the departure of
Wow,
Tyler
this is
Lemko,
really sad.
approximately 3 years after the channel posted their first video.
Obviously,
the
this type of
viewership
stuff, and
declined to
like,
approximately
again, I hate to pause the video and everything like that. I turned a 12-minute video into 20. But that's honestly why a lot of streamer houses don't work and like content creator houses don't work, because so many people like get in there and then they'll like try to do their own thing, and like many people won't see on the same page, and then it just ends up like just breaking apart. Like, I honestly can't think of like a single like streamer or content creator house that has not fallen apart in time. Like, you'll eventually see just some sort of shit happen. Like, it's almost inevitable.
$10 million per month, where it would stay for the following 3 years. Despite the
10 million still not that bad.
Passion for the project. He'd upload a new Epic Mealtime every single Tuesday for 5 years straight. However, the drop in views did mean that making the videos financially feasible was becoming harder and harder.
YouTube isn't in a place where spending $1,000 with, like 5 employees making an epic meal makes any sense anymore. You know what I mean?
With each video costing approximately $1,000 for supplies and probably another $1,000 again, if not more, to
Holy
pay 5
shit.
salaried employees, getting the numbers to stack was increasingly difficult with a dwindling view count. If each video was costing them $2,000 and we use a standard ad rate of say $3 to $4 per 1,000 views,
Holy
each video would have
shit.
to be gaining more than 500,000 to 700,000 views just to break even, a number that the videos wouldn't always reach in 2015. Harley did mention that they had food sponsorships and merch sales to assist in making the videos more financially feasible, but with a slow yet continually declining view count, it was unknown as to how long the videos would be feasible for.
I wonder if the creator clash like
also
helped spice up his channel again.
The insane
I'm not even kidding. That shit sounds so fucking crazy.
Substantially, as everyone knew about the project. It wasn't cool to talk about it on the schoolyard anymore. The weird popular culture obsession with bacon had well and truly passed, yet was still a staple of their brand, which gave the channel a bit of an outdated feel, almost like the videos were a tribute to what the show used to be, as opposed to a show striving for a fresh, meta, updated production. Epic
So that's something everyone needs to think about.
kept
Like,
their content interesting.
you gotta swap that shit out. You gotta try some new shit.
videos that felt like they had less energy invested into them.
Big Wally, Big Wally.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, like 2010, they made it like
I'm eating
epic
sesame
and
seeds and they taste Dr. Peppery. Do I have sesame seeds in my beard?
All of this in combination with the fact that it was really just the same video being made over and over again with different foods, dropped the viewership to approximately 2 to 4 million.
damn, what a
views
tragedy.
in 2017, and with a continually dropping view count and the channel approaching 10 years of age, Harley began to think about ending the show entirely.
There is a rumor, pretty confirmed, that you're shutting down Epic Mealtime on in October of 2019.
Yeah.
The main reason for this, as Harley explained, was due to the age of the show, also implying that the cooking had become monotonous.
Now it's we're coming up to the 10 year and I'm like
wow.
like I don't even like cooking, bro. No, I'm kidding.
When October 2019 rolled around, the date at which Epic Mealtime was to end, the channel's content changed slightly to eating the whole menu challenges, as well as the display of cheap or expensive food. However, it slowly changed back to cooking up massive meals similar to the early days of the show. Overall,
He just
the
couldn't
channel
get out of the
is
rut.
A little bit outdated.
He couldn't try to resist those sweet, sweet
And the video
clicks.
page looks a little inconsistent and unstructured when compared to the early days of the channel. However, Harley seems like an incredibly driven, success-focused experienced individual with a high degree of personal responsibility who simply found himself imprisoned within a video format that unavoidably became repetitive. He's taken the fall of his channel on the chin and is therefore simply grateful for the opportunity.
Good on him for that, though.
Name in the early days of YouTube, an attitude that we can all without a doubt appreciate as commendable.
I never expected it to go so long. I never expected it to be such a thing. You know, there was definitely some trials and tribulations. There was definitely
no one ever expects it to like take off or do anything like that.
Lucky.
Good shit. What a tragedy, though. What a tragedy. I honestly, like, watching the channel. Let's see. Let's see how their videos are doing now. So I want to say since the Creator Clash, those are all the shorts. They're still like shorts. It seems like he's mostly focusing on shorts now. 4.4 million views. All right, so that seems like shorts are, I mean, yeah, no, it's hurting. Like, besides that short getting 1 million views, like, they're like in the, for how big this channel is, like, this is how I'm looking at it. They have almost 7 million subscribers, and most of their videos don't even break, like, 100,000 views anymore. This shit is so fucking insane. They used to be so fucking popular. Like, look. 90k views, 86. That actually sounds good. Chicken nugget, ghost pepper. Then again, I have like fucking taste buds for a 5-year-old. So it wasn't that bad. So around like 2 years ago, they're doing okay. That's not too shabby. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap everything up. Go ahead and call it a night. It's getting kind of late for me, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with chapter 2. Who knows? And everyone have yourselves a fucking fantastic night.